Hello Pisces, and welcome to your April 2025 reading. I've spent the morning tuning into your energy to find out what Spirit wants you to know and what are some of the energies you'll be dealing with for April. And the morning started off feeling really foggy. So I think what I'm tuning into is in March, and maybe even the whole beginning of the year, there's been a lot of intensity in your energy field, and especially your mind. So I was feeling foggy, heavy. I even had a bit of brain fog, and that intensity was actually really uncomfortable. It felt very serious and very heavy. And as the morning went on, I normally would put on YouTube and listen to a spiritual teacher, maybe another tarot reader, and I felt intuitively like I needed just to lighten up. So what I did was I put on music. As soon as I put on the music, I was, bopping around and feeling all, in the vibes of the songs, and my energy shifted straight away. So the fog lifted, I felt clear, my vibration was higher, and I felt more uplifted. And that was really the message for you for the month of April. That if you've had I sense you've had a very intense start to this year, and that intensity has caused a lot of mental anguish, even physical symptoms like feeling, depressed or tired, unmotivated or foggy. And what Spirit wants you to know for this month of April, first of all, it's lifting. But the way that it can be lifted is really looking at the things that you do in your day. Now, if I had listened to my normal spiritual teachers and all of that really great, wonderful work, I would have felt it would have been very serious. And I feel for the month of April, it's to actually bring you out of that seriousness of life. Yes, life is serious, and there are things that we need to deal with that are really important. But I feel there's been an accumulation of that heaviness in your energy field and in your mind. And it's time this month for that to lighten up. So for April, you're going to be Spirit and the energies are going to be working with you to help lighten that energy so that you feel more lighthearted, physically more light and more vibrant, and it's going to be much more peaceful and enjoyable. Now, even to the point that what I was wearing before, after listening to the music and getting into the vibes and feeling more lighthearted, I actually even had to change what I was wearing. So I was wearing a dress that very similar to this, but it was dark. And it was a beautiful dress, but it made me feel heavy. So changing into lighter clothes. And what this is a message from Spirit for you is look at your environment and the things that you are doing. How can you bring more light-hearted energy into life? What are the things that bring you joy and fun and excitement, and doing much more of those, focusing on the light-heartedness, because it's really about getting out of this really serious, heavy energy. You've probably been processing a lot, maybe doing a lot of inner work, and getting into that light-hearted energy. Now, I know this can be probably quite a challenge when you have such strong, intense emotions, where emotions are felt like 150% compared to most people. It can be very, very heavy, very serious, and very intense. So Spirit is supporting you in this month to start lightening your energy, lightening the mind, lightening the emotions. And that is going to be the theme. So it's going to be a very light-hearted month, which is exciting, and I'm already feeling that. The difference between this morning and how I was feeling and now is like going from night to day, and that's how you're going to be feeling in April. So there's a lot of excitement, and that's something to get excited about. So now we're going to get some clarification with your tarot. So we're calling upon the angels, we're calling upon the light, and we're calling upon the Holy Spirit to help bring clarity for Pisces for the month of April 2025. What does Pisces need to know for the month of April 2025? And yeah, I can feel it because the light-hearted energy that you need is actually going to regulate your nervous system. So bringing more balance into that fight, flight, freeze response. So feeling lighter, feeling more emotionally regulated. So I'm seeing it affect the vagus nerve, the nervous system, and feeling much more emotionally balanced, lighter, brighter. Okay. So let's find out, what is it that Pisces needs to know for the month of April? Okay. So we've got, first of all, the Queen of Wands reversed. So the Queen of Wands is, the wands are your career path, your passion, feeling energized, revitalized. And we can see when she's upside down, that's been blocked. So maybe not having the vital energy that you've wanted or you've needed. And but later on in the month, or as the month goes on, you're going to be much more in the Emperor. So the Emperor is actually taking control, being in a leadership role. And the Emperor is really positive. It's a major arcana. So throughout April, you're going to be feeling much stronger, stepping into some form of a leadership role, taking control of your world. And that's the energy that's going to be behind you. And when we're looking at this and tuning into your energy, later on in the month, so this is really curious. I'm just going to find out a little bit more because it's very, very unclear with your tarot. And maybe that's because you've been very unclear of what you want. Yeah, I can really see that. So if your struggle has been, I'm not sure what I want to step forward, I want to change things, want to become the leader in my life, then that's going to start changing. But there seems to be a lot of uncertainty. So let's see how that's going to actually change for you in the month of April. So Spirit, let's understand. Okay, so you're definitely going to be starting to look at new directions. And I think through the month of April, you're going to be wanting to find your passion. And with the two of Wands, there's going to be a couple of options for you. Which path do I want to take in my life? Which path is going to be the right path for me? So I can sense that there's change on the horizon. And it's great because you realize that there's change. There's now two paths ahead. And maybe you're not sure which path to take. And Spirit wants you to know there's no right or wrong. Whichever path you take, it's like all roads lead to Rome. If you're not sure which is for your highest good and which path is right for you, just decide on one, because along that path, anyway, you're going to be redirected, you'll learn things, you'll grow, and really there is no right or wrong path. Don't let the decision of trying to choose the right path hold you back. So sometimes, and I'm sensing that you might be might be confused about which path to take, and that's going to delay things. So Spirit's saying choose a path. Whichever path it is will be the right path, because it's going to lead you ultimately to where you want to go. So really looking at, but the great thing is these two paths, because they're wands, they're passionate paths. You know, they're paths that are going to be feeling inspired, feeling directed by your spirit. And it's great to have options. So looking at both the paths, tuning into your intuition. You know, Pisces, you're so intuitive. And if you look at both of those paths and tune into your intuition, there might be one that stands out. But I have a sense you might not be clear on that. They might both be appealing. And just choose the one that's slightly more appealing to the other. But Spirit's wanting you to know there is no right path. Both will be giving you the growth, the experience, and will lead you to ultimately the outcome that you're wanting. Whether that's, you know, following your soul's purpose, finding something that, a career that's aligned, but choosing a path is important, because it's the journey of the path that we learn so much and we grow through. So don't get caught wondering, you know, which is the best path and then delaying everything, because the path will bring a lot of growth. Okay, so sometimes when we're wanting to change things, so I get a sense through this month, you're going to want to take a new path, a new direction in your life. Don't let the old disappointments of what's happened before stand in your way, because each day is a fresh new start. So who you are today is not who you were yesterday or the year or the day before or a year before that. So this is a new path to take. Don't allow the beliefs or the disappointments of the path make you believe that this won't work, it won't lead to something that's fulfilling, that's aligned, that's exciting. And, you know, that's where our emotions can really sabotage. So don't let your emotions sabotage you this month. Spirit really wants you to know that. It's time to break free of the past disappointments, knowing that my past experiences were lessons. They helped me to learn, to grow, to realize what I don't want. And now I know what I want. There's a couple of options before me. I'm going to choose the best one that I can see at this time. And I'm letting go of disappointments and sadness from the past. Because the path is going to bring you a lot of growth. It's absolutely worth taking the journey and choosing the path. And now we've got the Justice. So the Justice energy, if you're feeling like you can't see the truth of a situation through the month, it's going to be revealed. So maybe there's been a area of life where you're not clear. You know, you haven't seen the truth of the situation and you need to make a decision, but because you can't see it clearly, that you're going to be able to see it this month. So the Justice is all about seeing the truth. When she sees the truth, she can then make a decision that's right for her and make the best decision. So that's going to be very important for you. Whatever it is that you couldn't see the truth of before is now going to be seen. And life is going to come into much more balance when you can see things how they are. Great. And whatever this path is that you're choosing, it's going to be moving forward really quickly. So I don't know if you already know you've got these two options that you're already looking at, or that's going to be something that you'll see in the month of April. But whatever path you choose, it's going to move quickly. You're going to feel inspired by it. It's going to take, it's going to it will have a lot of energy behind it. So no stagnation, everything's moving forward very quickly. And the Lovers. So the Lovers in April means for you that, yes, you could meet a lover or a partner, but it's also finding what you love, being aligned with your spirit. So loving life, loving the direction that you're going. And it's really positive for you this month. I think you're feeling, with all the wands, it's great. We've only got one card of the Cups of the Disappointment, which, you can absolutely let go of, letting go of those disappointments. But all of your other cards, it's about fast moving, feeling inspired with all of those wands. The energy is going to be behind you. You're going to start feeling that love of life, that love in your heart, moving things forward, seeing things clearly. Okay, so when I'm going to now get some clarity from or message from your angels. So let's find out what the angels want you to know about this situation. These two paths that you're looking at, and you're going to take one of them, and it's going to move forward really rapidly and really quickly. You're going to love it. There's a lot of passion and inspiration behind it. Okay, so we've got socialize and join in. Make healthy and supportive new friendships and connections by getting involved in groups with like-minded people. So I feel like this is also to lift your energy and your spirits. So we talked about the lightheartedness, so bringing more lightness into your life, knowing that there are people that are like-minded. If you felt very isolated or on your own or different, finding those groups that are like-minded, so that you feel that belonging, you have those friendships, you have fun, and that's going to be really important for you in April. Okay, so we're going to get another message from the angels for you. Really positive reading, and keeping light-hearted. The light-hearted energy, what it's going to do for you is it's going to take you out of that stress that can sometimes be very sabotaging in the mind and in the body. So that overwhelm, that feeling that you can't cope. Listening to music, going out with friends, having fun, doing the things that help you to feel lighter, taking out the things that make you feel heavy. Really looking at, does listening to certain things or certain programs make you feel heavy and serious? Replacing those with the light-hearted activities. Okay, so we've got the angels reminding you that they're there to comfort you. So Archangel Azrael, I'm with you in times of needs, helping you to heal your heart. So you may need some healing of the heart, and maybe that's around socializing and joining in. I feel that if you have been hurt by people in the past and you have been betrayed, this is the time to ask for the heart to be healed so you can have those social connections and those interactions to uplift you and to give you that connection that you're missing. If you're having any struggles throughout April, any of those heavy emotions where you've maybe gone out and you've been around people and you've soaked up all of those intense emotions and energy, ask the angels to clear your energy field. It's very, very important for Pisces, for you, because You are the energy sponge, the emotional sponge. So you're walking through life picking up all of these emotions and energies from your environment and people, and that can really weigh the body down. And maybe that's been why, or part of the reason why you were feeling, brain fog, tired, depressed, overwhelmed. Sometimes it's because you're picking up on the energy from the environment, and it's not just yours. So the angels are saying that either do energy work yourself or call upon the angels to clear and release and detoxify those emotions from your body so that you can be lighter. Another thing that I do at the end of each day, because I have a Pisces moon, so I really understand that intensity of the emotions. And what I've learned is that at the end of each day, I need to clear those energies from my body, and then I turn up the light within my energy field. So you can use imagination, turning up the light. That lightness casts out the shadows, those heavier, denser emotions, so that you can be more in your own energy, which your own energy is highly intuitive, highly connected to source. And it's just learning how to manage that, to have all of your gifts of your sensitivity, intuition, compassion for others, but for it not to overwhelm your nervous system and your energy field. So go to the angels if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, because they will help clear your energy throughout the month. But this is a great month for you, Pisces. I'm seeing all really, really positive cards, with the Lovers being really in love with life. Whatever path you're taking, there's no wrong path. You're taking one, you're moving it forward. It's ultimately going to be very fulfilling and rewarding. Enjoy that light-heartedness. So Spirit wants you to know it's important to connect in any way that you can to that light-hearted energy in what you wear, what you do, what you listen to, and have fun. Have fun is going to be really helpful for clearing that heaviness. It's a great month for you, Pisces. I am sending you all my love, all my light and blessings for the month of April. To never miss a reading, subscribe to my channel, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.